Overwhelmed with online?
Or just wanting to learn more about how you can build a successful business amidst all the buzzwords and empty promises?
The Breaking Online podcast takes the boring out of digital and social media
And puts it back into accounting and making sandwiches where it belongs.
Breaking Online is what smart entrepreneurs need to escape the clutter, get clear of the confusion, and pass the bullshit of building and growing a successful business online. Now, here's your host and author of the book on digital strategy and online marketing, The Digital Delusion, Doyle Buehler.
Hello and welcome to the Breaking Digital podcast, Digital Leadership for Smart Entrepreneurs. I'm Doyle Buehler, and this episode is what I call the digital knowledge base, just the facts about digital strategy, online marketing, and how to become the digital leader online with your business. It's a short, intimate look at what businesses are doing to become the leader in their industry online. Now, in this episode, number 3, I'm going to go into the specifics of what digital leadership is and what exactly are the key disciplines that successful businesses are doing online. So, what are the 7 disciplines of digital leadership? And what do you really need to know to become successful online? After spending about 14 years in the digital era, it soon became very clear to me what some businesses were doing online to be successful, while others were simply getting by, or worse yet, failing. So it really kind of questioned that in terms of what does success online sometimes seem so far away, and why are some companies reaching significant levels of success, interaction, engagement, and relevance that leave others spinning their wheels and getting no traction whatsoever? Why are some businesses closing their doors? Principally, it all comes down to digital leadership. What each one of us does to guide and develop our own online ecosystem by taking control of it, not by simply following what others are doing. Now, digital leadership is fundamentally about developing remarkable online strategies combined with creative thinking in the online media worlds. It really is at the intersection of entrepreneurship and innovation. This is the point where businesses will show growth when they take up the cause to become a leader, not just a follower. Now, imagine what it would be like to be the leader in your industry online, to have a remarkable business that is engaging with your audience, has a fantastic customer community, and a significant online relevance. Now, what if you could have a continuous source of sales, leads, and an ongoing commerce capabilities that was working extremely well? This really is what every business aspires to, right? The status quo isn't working, however. Businesses are struggling to get sales, leads, and engagement. Most websites are simply brochures on a messy brochure rack or an old-fashioned bulletin board from days gone by. It isn't a pretty picture at all. Many businesses cannot believe nor understand why things are simply not working properly, or why they are not working as well as they were told by the gurus and experts out there. Now, many businesses do not actually realize what pieces are missing and how critical it is to understand what they needed to do, how and when to use Facebook, when not to, why to use SEO or search engine optimization, and what about content? Entrepreneurs are really feeling stuck and overwhelmed online. And the really ugly part, we are being misled and misinformed about a lot of the different things online. There is a tremendous amount of confusion here in the digital space. Businesses are suffering and in a lot of cases closing their doors online because of the scale of these problems. It is all very painful. Sound familiar? Even if your business isn't necessarily closing, would you feel a little bit better if you could achieve more sales, more leads, and build a better community? I think the answer for most businesses out there, most smart businesses anyways, would be a resounding yes. Since working in the industry for over a decade, I found that the base of these problems to be specific patterns of behaviors and knowledge that were really incongruent with what was actually going on. So I've been working on and studying the online industry for quite some time. I've been in the online world since about 2003 with a couple of e-commerce startups. And I've noticed and experienced some things that work well, while others that simply do not. I then coined the term the digital delusions to highlight these challenges, attitudes, behaviors, pains, and problems that we were all encountering as we try to grow our business online. In developing my own e-commerce business, as well as studying for companies for my book, The Digital Delusion, How to Overcome the Misguidance and Misinformation Online, it really became apparent what some businesses were doing correctly and what other businesses were still struggling with. It didn't always come down to being smarter either. It really came down to some key things that they were able to convey a little bit differently. Whether they knew it or not, they were able to define a consistent structure that they could then use in all things digital. This is where they were winning, as they were able to piece together all of the various elements of online into a cohesive and congruent structure. So the 7 digital disciplines came down to core areas of digital marketing, social media, strategy, SEO, websites, and everything else in between. No matter how you looked at them, they were always clear and consistent. And like you, I'm sure I found that there was a significant amount of confusion and clutter online for entrepreneurs. And yes, a lot of misinformation and misguidance from self-professed gurus and experts. Those businesses that were able to see through all of this clutter and confusion were really, in essence, getting significant clarity in their everyday activities and in their online business in general. They had found what I call the digital leadership sweet spot, the place or position where multiple things come together simultaneously and work in unison for the benefit of the business. Call it what you like. I tend to call it synchronicity. Their businesses just worked well. Now, the industry has really not been very helpful to businesses wanting to truly succeed online, as you always seem to have to jump through another hoop, learn another buzzword, or hire another guru to get the job done. And as we've seen, oftentimes this process does not actually work. What I also found was that the businesses that were working well online had a system, a process, a framework, an infrastructure that was at the backbone of what they did. And whether they realized it or not, it was a series of steps that they were implementing and utilizing that were actually helping them with their success online. They were laying the foundation for some specific actions with their audience that were working quite well for them. So how does all this fit together? Well, as I mentioned, I discovered that there were 7 key indicators that some businesses were doing and doing well online. So I sat down with businesses and entrepreneurs and actually began to detail them out and started to build a platform that actually qualified and quantified what was working well for entrepreneurs online. These then became the digital disciplines, as they have come to be known as, that I found work well for businesses exploring and exploding their online space. These disciplines will help you not only fully organize the online side of your business, but will also give you a new set of tools to better manage and maintain the whole online process, giving you the freedom to begin to work on your business and not in your business. So these are the 7 disciplines of digital leadership that successful businesses have discovered that help them overcome the clutter and confusion of being online. Number 1, they have a sound digital strategy that connects and communicates who they are online. Number 2, they have developed a detailed content plan that helps them discover and empower their voice online. Number 3, they have learned how to use social media properly as part of an ever-growing community. 4, they understand that branding, visuals, and videos are a significant part of what they develop and create online for their audience. Number 5, there is alignment with their website, their content, their strategy, and their sales funnel. Number 6, they have established and continue to develop a sales funnel that is continuous and always working for their business. And number 7, they realize what advertising and analytics can do and how critical it is for their long-term success in order to expand their audience and generate more business. What does it all mean? Well, start by putting each of these pieces together and build upon them. It takes time, but it also takes an understanding of the factors that affect your online business as well as this process. Everything of merit has a process that helps create the building blocks to growth and development. The 7 disciplines of digital leadership are those building blocks that can, in fact, help you simplify what you need to be focusing on online without the headaches of everything else around you. It creates order from the chaos of the internet. There has never been a better time to take control of your online business and make it as successful as you want. The 7 disciplines of digital leadership create that architecture to build that baseline, that platform that moves your business forward. All right. If you would like to learn more about digital leadership, along with how it fits with your digital strategy and online marketing, please go to my website, www.thedigitaldelusion.com/podcast, for all of the resources and current episodes to grow your business online and make you the leader in your industry. Thanks again for listening to the Breaking Digital Podcast, Digital Leadership for Smart Entrepreneurs. I'm Doyle Bueller, and I'll see you online.
Thank you for listening to Breaking Online with Doyle Bueller. While he goes and makes a sandwich, you can find all the notes, links, and details of this podcast by visiting thedigitaldelusion.com/2.
Go on and click that now. www.thedigitaldelusion.com/2.
I'll definitely click that. If you'd like a free copy of the book, The Digital Delusion by Doyle Bueller,
Just email Doyle at thedigitaldelusion.com.